question many people are asking is, do I have enough to retire? What we want to do is look at some numbers today to maybe help you make that decision. But you really need to know what your expenses are going to be. For example, if you think you need 6,000 a month expenses, and you're going to get 2,000 a month from Social Security or from a pension, whatever, you need to come up with $4,000. Let's just run the numbers. $4,000, withdrawing 4,000 a month, uh, increasing that by 3% a year. And when you first retire, you want to take some and put it over in a cash reserve account because you don't want to have it all left in the S&P 500, so that when the market's going down, like in this example, 73 and 74, you're taking it out of the cash reserve instead of the S&P 500. So when the S&P 500 does come back, as it inevitably does, uh, you benefit from that because you have more in there because you've left it in the cash reserve. So how many times in the last 100 years, given this scenario, taking out $4,000 a month, how many times would you run out of money in the S&P 500? I want to update this, and we're going to see the uh, numbers right over here. Only it looks like one time in 20 years and two times in 30 years. So you're going to be just fine. The S&P 500 does like it's done in the past for the last 100 years. Again, the S&P 500, the stock markets had depression years, they had the oil embargo years, or whatever. So I just want you to look at the numbers here. Let's run it up to 4,500 a month. Say you needed 7,000 a month, you're getting 2,500 from Social Security and other areas. How many times would you run out of money given this scenario? Again, 3 times in 20 years you run out of money, 3 times in 30 years you'd run out of money. So you're still in good shape with this scenario, beginning with $1 million. Let's do this with, say you have 800,000, because that's what we're ultimately trying to find out is what kind of money. Let's go back to the 4,000. Say you have 800,000 saved up so far. Can you retire if you put 30% over in a cash reserve and leave 560 or 70% in the S&P 500, and you want to withdraw 4,000 a month? Let's see where you might be. That's a 6% withdrawal rate. Again, we want to watch these numbers up here. Okay, you're going to run out of money. In the last 100 years, you would have run out of money 6 times. 1928 to 1930, you run out of money. And also, I'm assuming down by the year 2000, you'd be running out of money. Yep, right there. 1999, because we had those down years. So again, we're just trying to figure out what kind of money. Again, if you think you're going to have a year like, or a string of years like the Depression years, then it probably wouldn't be wise to take out 4,000 a month when you only have 800,000. But let's just run this 1999 just to show you the numbers here. 1999 would have run out of money after 20 years. Here's the numbers. Why? Because you got hit with these down years initially, 3, and then right there. So you'd be running out of money down along here about 18 years or so. In this scenario, 3,500. Let's see how that would work out. Then you would be in better shape. Given the 1999 scenario, you'd still be running out of money after 24 years with 3,500 a month. This is 800,000. Let's go down to, let's say you have $700,000 in your account. Again, we can run numbers all day long. Let's update this. See where you might be given the scenarios. Again, we know the Depression years would have been tough, and 1999 would have been tough. Still, 3,500 on 700,000. You still, the only problem there is our 1928 to 1930, and also in the year 1999. Let's see about 2000. 2000, running out of money. 2001, running out of money. Let's see, 2002. Still running out of money. So you're getting hit with these times right here. Again, that's with 3,500 a month when you have 700,000. So hopefully you can kind of use these numbers to kind of gauge how much comfort you can take in whether they're going to have a Depression type years or 1999 type years. Otherwise, it looks like you'd be just fine with 700,000, with part of that's 30% of that going to a cash reserve account paying 3%, and taking out 3,500, if you have 2,500 or whatever from Social Security, that would be giving you 6,000 a month. Again, it depends on what you think the market might be doing. Nobody knows the future, but if you think we're going to have a run like 1999 or 2000 and get hit with these initially, then you're probably going to run out of money 19 or 20 years. Or if we have the depression type years, which we saw right here, it wouldn't even last 20 years in 1929, 1929, and 1930. So hopefully this kind of shows you maybe some of the numbers you can look at. 700,000, you could probably take out 3,500 in most cases, unless you think we're headed for a down market for 2 or 3 years in a row. But hopefully these numbers can help you. Our channel is called $1 Million Made Easy. Please consider subscribing. We'll keep running numbers here. I want to help people know if they have enough money to retire by just running numbers based on the historical returns of the S&P 500. Thanks for watching.